The organ. I have an organ story. The Hammond B3, so I'm going to record this organ. The guy played unbelievable kick pedals. Oh, it was unbelievable. It was 2 feet, and he was doing bass lines like boom, 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 and he's watching his feet going like this. And he never moved, like just the feet moved and his hand, but he could heel toe on both feet. And I knew you could get some bass line going because he was classically trained. Trio, guitar, organ, and drums, and then a singer. I take him in the studio. I really liked everything they were doing. We got everything plugged in. Now in the Leslie speaker are 2 cabinets. The top cabinet is about this high, and then the bottom cabinet, so the bottom cabinet is about like this, and then the top cabinet, so smaller. And in this top cabinet, there are 2 horns that spin. They spin around. And in the bottom cabinet is a big drum that's a cloth-covered drum kind of thing. It spins slowly. The low frequencies come out of the bottom cabinet, and the high frequencies come out of the horn. On the organ, there's a switch where they can speed up the rotation of the top of the cabinet. And it rotates them and spins the sound around. And that's where you get that Leslie sound, that Hammond B3 sound. You can't duplicate that sound with any kind of MIDI you can't duplicate it. You have to have a B3 organ with the Leslie in order to get that sound. So I got the mic on the top, and I go to put another mic up for the bottom, and every mic in the studio could not handle the volume of the low frequencies. Too low, too much volume for every mic in the studio. Distorted every mic. I'm sure that there are mics that could handle it. But this guy did not have a mic to do it. So here we are like, oh man, it blows the whole session. So we take the back of the organ off. Then there's a little box in there. It looks like a utility box. It's got tubes on it. It's the amplifier for the organ. And in the front of that box, it's got a female RCA plug, not labeled. So we'll plug in. We'll see what it is. So we plugged something in. It was kick pedals direct out. So if you have trouble recording an organ B3, look in there. I don't know if that was a special adaptation for that organ, but it saved my day. And we got the kick pedals, went and put them into a direct box, got clean kick pedals. Now the piano, it's nice to be able to mic the piano like that if there's no other sound in the room. If you just have the piano that you're recording, that's the way to mic it. A couple of condensers, one on the high strings, one on the low strings, one out here to get some more overtones. But there's a place underneath the piano that you can put one SM58 dynamic microphone and get the whole piano. The framing under there comes to a V. Put it right into there about an inch from the soundboard facing straight up at it. It's protected because there's timbers on either side and you get a good, decent sound. I wouldn't do it if it was a piano feature where the sound of the piano wanted to be, like, wow, listen to the sound of the piano. I would do it in a jazz thing where it's an accompaniment thing or a big band, when there's, especially in a big band, because there's a lot of other sounds in the room. The upright piano is up against the soundboard, not inside like that. You're just going to get the top and the bottom, where's the mid. Soundboard in the back has got all the frequencies on it, right up against the soundboard in the back.